First of all, the incident between Mario and John.
Not Mario Balotelli, Vinny.
It'll be that one again. What happened? What caused it?
I don't know. But there's no problem, so move on.
How do you protect him from being targeted by opposition players?
I don't have to protect Mario. He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Next question. Next.
I just wonder, in that respect, I just wondered if there's any kind of concern there.
There's no concern.
If there's any
there's no concern.
There's
no concern. Think of a better question. Come on.
Moving on then, Daniel Sturridge.
Yes, well done.
Says injuries could be down to genetics, could be hereditary. What concerns do you have over that, and how do you combat that?
I can only concentrate on his injury now, and I'm what my medical team who are fantastic here and are telling me. So he's just in the middle of recovering, and we'll see the length of time it takes. So I'm not an expert on any genetics or medicine, so I can't comment. All we know is that he had a calf strain on the back of his last injury, and he's working to recover from that. And
Newcastle, the test this weekend, they're a side that's beginning to find their form.
Yeah, no, I thought they obviously had a very good result at home to Leicester, and then obviously the 2-1 victory. And sometimes you need that as a team and a coach, where you get a good result away from home. And obviously the Tottenham result was an excellent result for them. And then the game last night, I thought they were outstanding. The young players come in, and Alan's changed it about a wee bit, and probably looking at our game at the weekend, but I thought they thoroughly deserved the win. And that's also a great credit to the people and the directors there at Newcastle, because I know Alan's a top class manager, but we all know the pressures of being a manager if you're not winning games, and maybe as we've seen already this season, the numbers of boards and owners that change the manager. But he's a very, very experienced and a very talented manager, Alan Pardew. He's must have over 700 odd games now as a manager behind him, and an outstanding manager. So you've seen that in his team. They will get results, and we'll know that'll be a difficult game for us at the weekend.
They're only 4 points behind you in the league now. Does that show how quickly things can change at this stage of the season?
I think any team you want to, if you can get a run of victories, of course that can keep you moving forward. But I think the division as a whole is tight. I think if you can get those sequence of results and get some momentum, that's very important. And I think where they're at now, on the back of 3 wins, they've got nice momentum. So, but for us, we're coming into the game with big confidence. We had an excellent result the other night. We played as well as we've done all season in the first half. Didn't quite get the goals to support that. We went behind in the game after a sort of slower second half start, but yet again showed the resilience and the character of the players to come back and get a victory against a very good side. And I think on analysing it afterwards, a couple of years ago, we made a lot of changes in the game, a similar sort of phase, and were comprehensively beaten. We made 9 changes the other night, and we won the game, and we're into the quarterfinals. So as I said, it was an excellent result for us, and we'll look to take that confidence into the game at the weekend.
This is the joint highest scoring fixture in Premier League history. Are you expecting goals this weekend?
Well, hopefully only from ourselves. We won 6-0 a couple of years ago, so if we can do that again, that would be great. But no, it's always a good, entertaining game between both teams. But for us, we'll look into it. We want to be solid defensively and look to be creative and attacking going forward, and hopefully that can get us the 3 points.
I suppose with Daniel Sturridge out, there has been quite a lot of pressure on your other strikers. How big a blow has it been, and how do you deal with that pressure that is there without him? Well,
it's up to myself to find the solution for that. We the players that are available are working very, very hard. We're still learning about each other. I think this is sometimes what goes amiss. You get new players in, and with not as much preparation time, you're learning about them in the games. And as I said, I can see each day that sort of relationship growing between the players and the connection in the team. And as I said, whenever you have players out, of course that makes it that bit more difficult, but you need to find the solutions in different ways, and that's what we've been trying to do. and gradually as each day goes by, I sense and feel that we're getting better. So with Daniel out, of course it's a miss, but it's an opportunity, and like we seen the other night, we give players the opportunity who haven't featured so much, and they were outstanding. Fabio Borini was excellent the other night, was a real threat, had a wonderful cross for the first goal, and he done very, very well. Lucas Leiva, who hasn't played much, came in and was excellent, playing alongside Jordan Henderson. You know, Ricky Lambert, who hasn't had many opportunities. His goals will come. You know, he's working tirelessly every day, and he had some nice touches the other night. So his goals will come. Young Markovic playing on the left side, hasn't featured so much, but we brought him in for, you know, the longer term. He'll get games in this period because we have big confidence that he'll be a big player for us. But those players will get the chance, and hopefully they can take that chance.
Brendan, this is the start of a big week for yourselves with Newcastle, Real Madrid and Chelsea. How big of a test do you expect this to be for your squad?
It's why we strengthen the squad, because of weeks like this. Like I said before, we made 9 changes from the team against Hull to the team against Swansea, and we come out with a victory. So I think it's a really exciting week. I think that's the key point. Newcastle will be a tough game, but it's a game that we relish and look forward to. And that's the only focus at the moment. Other than that, we want to get the 3 points there.
Let's get one. Team news ahead of the game. Obviously, Daniel, Mandusa, John Flanagan, they'll all be out. What's the latest on Jose Enrique?
Yeah, no, still not available. Just an issue with his knee, so he won't be available for the squad.
And is everybody else available beyond that?
Everyone else should be fine. Yeah.
Brendan, the manner in which you got the result on Tuesday, could that be a big springboard for you after drawing blanks against Real Madrid and Hull?
I think the character we've already demonstrated in this team over the last 18 months, and of course when you're not playing as well, then that's what sometimes you have to rely on, and we've seen that a number of times this season. I think the Real Madrid game, the result was disappointing. I still think there was periods of that game where actually we played well, but their quality and a bit of our sloppiness in our defending cost us the result. Then, of course, they showed later on. You know, they're playing against Barcelona, what a top team they are. They beat them 3-1. So it was certainly nothing to be ashamed of in terms of the result. But for us, as I said, we're looking to find our own solutions in games to win games. And as I said, we created enough chances against Hull to win, solid defensively, but couldn't get the win. But we go into a play against a good side, you know, in Swansea, who won the Carling or the cup a few weeks back or a few years back, and we had a tough game, but we came through that. So that resilience and character is in the team, and of course as a coach you're always buoyed when you've got that.